Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Manning Field for virtually Northeastern Conference football. Lynn Classical taking on Beverly. The 8th game of the season. Excuse me, the 9th game of the season. We're getting to the end. One more game before Thanksgiving. Both these teams are in the dreaded non-playoff berth, but it's non-playoff for them. It's an important game for them. They're still looking to have a very good season. Beverly looking to have a winning season. They're 4-4. Classical 5-3 under Coach Brian Vaughn. Not a bad day here at Manning Field, considering the weather we've had. If this was played last night, people would be freezing to death in the stands. Classical in their green and white, Beverly in their orange and black. Two Royal Beverly fans have made the trip. A rare Saturday afternoon at noontime kickoff. If you've watched some of these Classical games, you know that Dan Gisono and Calvin So are most of the offense for Lynn Classical. On the other side, look for number 1, Marge Malumba, who was hurt last year, missed a game this year, but he's their bread and butter. He does a great job. We'll have the anthem and we'll be ready for football. So we're just about set for the kickoff here at Manning Field. Another big game here for Classical is if they win this one, they guarantee themselves a winning season. It'll be their 6th victory. They won't settle for this. They're looking for more. But it'll guarantee a winning season, and it'll be the 3rd in a row under Coach Brian Vaughn. And this was a season that was questionable because they lost a lot of players from last year, a lot of good players from last year. But Dan Gisono has picked up. He could very easily be the most valuable player in the Northeastern Conference. Classical's going to get the ball first. Joe Loretti is the kicker. He'll kick it off. And we'll be underway here at Manning Field. Hard to believe we're winding down. Back at the 10-yard line. Crossing the 20. I'll put it at the 22. That's where Classical will put it in play.
Kick was fielded and taken up to the Classical 22, where it will be 1st and 10 Rams.
Classical, as usual, will come right out to the line of scrimmage. They don't waste any time. Huddles are for other teams. 3 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. So in the backfield with Gisono. Gisono with the keep. He's going to get about 6. Second and 4.
Quarterback there, Gisono on the carry.
Gisono again. Gets maybe a yard.
Once again, Gisono on the carry for the Rams.
You don't get anything. You put it back at the 28. So it's going to be 3rd and 4. Classical going very quickly.
Will be 3rd and about 4. Ball with the Rams 28.
Caught at the 30 by Durant. They give him the 31 for 3. It's going to be 4th down and a yard. Look like they're going to go. Ryan Fawn rolling the dice early. They need a yard. Gisono with the keep. Gets a yard plus. Drop the ball. Beverly's going to wind up with the football. They had the 1st down.
Gisono on the carry. The ball was fumbled and recovered by Beverly. The ball spotted at the Ram 30.
So Beverly gets very good field position to start their opening drive. Gisono had the 1st down easily. Somebody knocked the ball loose. Beverly fell on it. And they have it at the Classical 39-yard line. Pascarosa is the quarterback. They go to I formation with wideouts to either side. That's Malumba with the carry, starts it to the middle, cuts it to the far side, gets a head of steam up and gets a 1st down. That play was going off the left side, left tackle, left guard. He broke it to the outside. He gets it to 25. He picked up 14 yards and a 1st down. So right out of the chute, Beverly on the move, looking to take the lead. They go back to the spread. They keep. Pascarosa gets around the corner, pushed out of bounds. He had an edge.
Number 8, Duncan Bowler around the right end. The Panthers pushed out of bounds by number 22, Maurice Squaria. It will be 1st and goal for the Panthers.
They put him at the 10. So 14 yards on 1st down, 15 yards on 2nd down. They go back to the I. Looks like Beverly got a little, Beverly got a little bit of a head start. No gain on the play. 2nd and goal from the 10. Beverly was very quickly off the ball. Looked like they jumped a little early. 3 wideouts to the far side. Motion now to the near side. Malumba. Straight ahead, nothing doing. Classical stops him at the 10-yard line. No gain. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal from the 10. So after getting 29 yards and 2 carries and 2 1st downs, Malumba is stopped cold on 2 drives. Brings up a 3rd and goal from the 10. They have a kicker if they want to get on the board. They go back to that I and keep everybody in tight. Standing it inside, cuts it to the outside and walks in. Again, that was the play that they ran the first play on this drive. He was going quickly off the left side. It piled up, broke it to the far side, and went in for the touchdown. So they go 39 yards in 5 plays. And Joe Loretti will look for the kick. And he boots it through. MIAA actually in 3 plays. They gained 14, then they gained 15, and then on third down they got the last 10. Those looked like Classical was stiffening up and shutting them down. And Malumba, he's tough. He's one of the better running backs in the conference. So for the second time, Beverly will kick it off to the Rams. Beverly, one of the few teams left, does not have lights, does not have turf. They play the games at home on Saturday, and they play on grass. Loretti, who just kicked the point, will now kick off. Picked it up at the 35-yard line, coming to the near side. Nice return. Andy DeLeon gives Classical pretty good field position. Out to the 47-yard line. He gives them very good field position. Double wideouts to either side. Gisono again with the keep, gets it into Beverly territory. He picked up 5. They line up quickly, but they look to the sideline for a call. Caught to the 40-yard line by Durant. So they get 8 on the play, and they line up very quickly. 2nd and 2. Quick out to Hill. They pick up the first down on a 5-yard pickup. So Classical on the move at the Beverly 35. Second and 5, excuse me. They picked up the first down on the throw to Durant. They give it to So. Finds a hole. Nice run by So.
Number 23, Calvin So up the middle for the Rams. Brought down by number 15, Joseph Wiki.
He picked up 10 on the first down. The ball at the 25. Looking to throw. Looking for the end zone, just over the outstretched hands of Durant. He had a step on the defense, the pass just a little bit long. It'll bring up a 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again, no huddle, right to the line of scrimmage. Just no box out to play. Rolling to the right, looking, dumps it off. Caught. DeLeon. Down to the 12. 13 yards and a first down. Classical on the move. DeSona with the keep, straight to the goalpost, walks in, nobody touched him. They made that look easy. $53 yards in 7 plays. They did it through the air, they did it on the ground. And the kick by Duran is good. So we're right back where we started, dead even. Except now it's going to be Classical kicking off. Seven here in the first period. Beverly will now get the ball. Durant will kick it off. Very good center fielder. Little pooch kick. They follow it at the 48-yard line. So they don't go deep with it, and Beverly winds up with very good field position at their own 48-yard line. From the spread. They slip and fall, and they're going to lose yardage. Irvine loses back to the 43. So they lost 5 on the play. They had the pitch, they had what they wanted, he just slipped and fell. 3 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. Ascarosa steps back, now rolling, dumps it off, incomplete. They put pressure on him, he had a roll to the right side. They let it fly. Caught. Defender goes down. And Moreland is going to walk in for an easy touchdown. It was up for grabs. Moreland went up, caught it. The defender, trying to knock him down, slipped and fell. And Moreland had clear sailing into the end zone. 57 yards on the pass play.
And the Ascarosa's pass complete to number 8, Duncan Moreland, for a 57-yard Panther touchdown.
So Beverly gets the lead right back. 57 yards. They actually go 52 because they lost. They get credit for 52. They lost 5 yards. They do it in 3 plays. Already boots it through again. So Beverly has run 8 plays and scored 2 touchdowns. And 4 of those plays were either 0 or minus yards. So they had really 4 plays that they completed, and those 4 plays got them 2 touchdowns. We're still in the first period, and it's 14-7. And for the 3rd time, Beverly's going to kick it off. We're ready again. We'll exercise that right foot.
Are you by yourself? What's that?
Getting what he can get. Coming to the near side. I think that was De Leon. Glasgow's going to start at their 14-yard line. Now they're marking it even further back. There was a penalty against Glasgow. Going to mark it down to the 7-yard line. So Glasgow has to be careful of the football here. Trailing 14-7. They got it to the 14. The penalty puts it half the distance back to the 7. And that's where Glasgow will put it in play. Three wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. Now motion, De Leon to the far side. The quick out. Not going to get much with Hill. They give him to the 9 for 2 yards. Second and 8. Beverly would love to shut him down here and force him to kick from virtually the end zone. Looking to throw again. They lob it deep. He'll beat the defense just off his fingertips. Nice throw, good route. Hill almost made the big play, just off his fingertips. So Hill had the defense beat. And that was just about 6 inches too far. The 3 wideouts go to the far side this time. Looking to throw. Deep again. Caught on the run. Nice throw, nice catch. Hill's got 1 man to beat. Steps inside. Beverly finally catches him at the 30-yard line. Perfect throw by Gisono. Perfect route by Hill. They get out of a little bit of trouble. Getting it down to the Beverly 31-yard line. 60 yards on the play. So from the shadow of your own goalpost to the 31-yard line. Gisono with the keep, slips the tackle. Gets maybe 4. Second and 6. Quick out to Quintana.
Sort of fast, complete to number 6, Zebio Quintana. Mike Burgess on the stop.
10 and a first down. So with the carry.
Rams carry number 23, Calvin Stowe. Gain of 8 on the play. Rookie second and 2 ball at the 8.
He picked up 9. And so, with the carry,
On the carry.
looked like he lost a yard. From the 9. And we'll get a timeout. Second down and a long yard from the 9-yard line. Beverly leading at 14-7. Classville trying to answer right back. Sono slipped and fell at the 10. So he lost a couple in the last 2 plays. Going to bring up a 4th. And they need just about 4 for a first down. Over the middle, caught and dropped.
Number 22, Maurice Square, incomplete.
Well, Classical gets all the way down there on that long 60-yard pass, and he give it up at the 10-yard line. They go back to the I with a wideout. Mulumba gets maybe a yard. We'll call it a yard and be generous. They stay in that I formation. Long count. Look at the throw. Too far, looking for Moreland again. High and wide and incomplete. This is a very big play for both teams. Beverly will be kicking from the shadow of their own goalpost if they have to punt from here. Third and 10 from the 11. The pitch to Malumba, trying to kind of get up inside. Gets good yardage and a first down. So Beverly converts. On 3rd and long. And that, I believe, is the last play of the first period. He got it out to the 23 for 12 yards and a first down. That put Beverly over 100 yards for the first period. 46 rushing, 57 passing. Classical went over 100 yards as well. 51 rushing, 102 passing, 60 of them on that big pass to Hill. And we'll start the second period with Beverly on top. (14-7). Classical looked like they were going to get that touchdown right back. They had first and goal at the 11, and they wound up turning it over. They got 8 on the first play, but then they lost 3, and the incomplete pass in the end zone turned the ball back to Beverly. And then on 3rd and 10, Malumba picks up a big first down, gives Beverly a little bit of breathing room at the 23-yard line. So 1st and 10 from there. They split the backfield now. The quick out. And Moreland gets about 5.
Pass complete to number 8, Duncan Moreland.
They get the quick out to Moreland. He did the rest, taking a couple of people with him. Picking up 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
Again, 5 on the play. Will be 2nd and 5. Ball on the Beverly 28.
Again, they split the backfield behind Pascarosa. The pitch, getting to about the 30-yard line, is Malumba. It's going to pick another big 3rd down for the Beverly. 3rd and 3. Early moments of the second period, Beverly leading at 14-7. The double wideouts come to the near side this time. They go back to that I formation. Hit and dropped in the backfield. Guerrero was the first one to hit him. Back to the 27, they lost 3. And they're going to have to kick it away. So after both teams scored in their first possessions, Beverly scored in their first 2. Both defenses come up and shut the opponents down. And Beverly will kick it away. Classical will get it for the first time here in the second period. High snap, they get the kick away. They let it bounce. Takes a little bit of a Beverly bounce. And it'll die at the 45-yard line. So Classical gets good field position. They trail by 7, but they'll have it at their own 45-yard line. Classical will try to make it another tie. Try to make it 2 touchdowns in 3 possessions. The wideouts come to the near side, 3 of them, 1 to the far side. Knocked down at the line of scrimmage. They got a hand up and got a piece of the pass. They stay with 3 wideouts to the near side. Now they flip-flop the 3 wideouts, still to the near side. DeSono looking to throw. Lets it fly, Caught, what a nice catch by Shaquera. Reached around the defender and took it away. Good throw by Gisono, nice catch. Down to the 29-yard line. 26 yards and a first down. Shaquera's been a big part of the Classville success. He's an outstanding receiver. Caught that one, just took it away from the defender. So, slips a tackle, gets a yard or two.
Calvin So on the carry.
He gave him a yard to the 28. Actually, he gave him nothing. He put it back at the 29. So 2nd and 10. They double the White House now to either side. The pitch, this is a run, this is not a pass, and they lose yardage. He threw that behind the line of scrimmage, trying to get So in the open field. And they lose back to the 31, so they lost 2. 3rd and 12. I would believe they're in 4-down territory here. Three wideouts go to the far side. Shaquera by himself to the near side. Gisono rolling, looking. Now he's going to take off. Now he throws it. Caught for a touchdown. That's De Leon.
And Gisono hooks up with number 10, Jeffrey Hill for a 30-yard Ram touchdown pass. Gisono to number 10, Jeffrey Hill.
Actually, it was Jeffrey Hill with the catch. 31 yards. The kick is good. And we have our second tie. 55 yards in 5 plays. 57 of them in the air. They lost 2 on one play. Sona was passed for 159 yards. Scored a touchdown, passed for a touchdown. Classical will kick it off. And once again, we're back where we started, dead even. 14-14 here at Manning Field. And Durant will exercise that right foot. Durant and Loretti, the 2 kickers doing battle, seeing who's going to blink first. Hassel now goes over 200 yards, and we're early in the second period. Another short kick. And Beverly's going to get very good field position again. Just a yard inside midfield. With the Beverly 49, they'll put it in play. Rolling, looking, in trouble. Picked off. Galizzi with the pick. staying on his feet, gets bumped out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Looked like they got to the quarterback, Pascarosa. They hit his arm, it popped loose. Galisi picked it off, almost returned it 50 yards for a touchdown. He got it down to the Beverly 5, and it's 1st and goal from there. Glasgow with a chance to take their first lead in the ballgame thanks to the pick by Nick Galisi. Looking for the touchdown, incomplete. They faked, so threw it.
Pass intended for number 22, very incomplete. Will be 2nd and goal from the Rams.
Second and goal from the 5. Double wideouts to either side. Looking to throw for the end zone. Good coverage by Beverly. Russo just made contact with Durans. The ball got there and pumped him a little bit. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and goal. And we remember that Classical has a kicker as well. 3 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. Tishona with the keep. Badly, just missed. He's inches away. He needed 5, he got 4. So a big 4th down coming up here.
It will be 4th and goal for the Rams.
They go somewhat to the I formation. Galisi is in as a blocker. Tishona rolling to the right. So and Galisi open up a path, and he just sneaks in for the touchdown. Just crossed the plane. He gets his 2nd score. Classville's got their first lead. So they turn Galisi's interception into a 4-play touchdown drive from the 5. And Durant will look to be perfect for the 3rd time. And he is. So now it's Classical with the 7-point lead. And Beverly has to come back. So Galisi with the big pick and a great return down to the 5-yard line. He almost took it in. And Durant, once again, will use that right foot. Let's see if they still try that little pooch kick again. They give the opposition very good field position each time. They slide it down. And it's going to go out of play. So Beverly has a choice of having him kick it again or taking it to 35. The way Classville's been kicking, Beverly will probably have him kick it again because they don't kick it very far. They've been getting very good field position. They started at their 39, but then they started at the 48. They started at the 49. So they'll get Durant to do it again. Now it appears we're going to have a timeout. No, they're going to change their mind. Durant was all set to kick it again. And instead of that, they said, we'll take it. He marked it off from where the ball went out of bounds, so it's at the 37-yard line. Split backfield behind Pascarosa. Malumba turns the corner. Galizzi, one of the guys wrapping him up. Gets it to the 39 for a pickup of 2. The keep by Moreland. He went in to play quarterback, and he's loose. They're not going to get him. Classical went for the fake. Moreland runs to the near side, takes it into the left corner of the end zone. 61 yards later, Beverly has a chance to get our third tie. They put Moreland in at quarterback.
61 yards for a Beverly touchdown.
So they go 63 yards in 2 plays. They go over 100 yards rushing, and Loretta will try to give us our third tie. And he does. So neither team can get too much daylight. Beverly's had the lead a couple of times. Glasgow got their first lead, and back comes Duncan Moreland. 61 yards for the score. So we've had 42 points scored here in this first half. And we still got a couple of minutes left. 4 ticks over 5 minutes left. And we're dead even at 21. Glasgow sees Beverly get a little momentum with that, because if we stay where we are, Beverly will get the ball to start the second half. So they'll have a little momentum going in, getting the last score and getting the ball to start the second half if Glasgow or Beverly doesn't do any more damage. And that's hard to predict because both teams have gone, Glasgow gone over 200 yards. Beverly's got 165. Both teams have scored 3 touchdowns. Down at the 20-yard line. And that's so with the return. Glasgow will have it. When they finally put it down, I think it'll be the 33. So 1st and 10 from there. DeSono has passed for 159 yards and a touchdown. He's run for 2 touchdowns. And what a year he's having. Looking to throw over the middle, just off the fingertips of Durant. Again, he beat the defense. Pass just about a half a foot long.
Pass intended, number
And if that, he makes that catch, he's gone for a touchdown. He beat the defense. In the past, that's third or fourth time they've been just inches shy of coming up with a very big completion. The quick out dropped. Incomplete pass. Tried to hit De Leon out in the flat. Well, it's going to bring up a 3rd and 10. Haskell hasn't taken a lot of time off the clock with 2 incomplete passes. Rolling to the near side. Shono in trouble. He's going to lose yardage. Glasgow will have to kick it away. He lost 6. Glasgow will kick it away. Durant with a running kick. It takes a good classical bounce out around the 25-yard line. Good job by Durant, Kyle Durant. The ball actually out at the 25. They're going to give Beverly an extra couple of yards at the 27. So a good job by Durant. And Beverly will look to see what they can do to try and break this 21-21 tie. They send the 2 wideouts to the far side, the one to the near side. In that eye, Malumba, the deep man. He gets the carry, pulls a couple of people with him as he gets across to 30. Glasgow thought they had the ball, but they're saying he was down.
Malumba up the middle.
He picked up 6. 2nd and 4.
Gain of about 6. It will be 2nd and 4. Ball at the Panther 33.
3 wideouts to the far side this time. They go the spread. Moreland with the keep. Turn the corner. Get maybe a yard.
Duncan Moreland around the right end.
Third and 3. Malumba straight ahead, gets the first down to the 39. He needed 3, he got 5. Beverly holds on to the football, moves the chains. Motion. Malumba again off the right side. Sequeira wraps him up, but not before he gets to the 48-yard line. He picked up 9. 2nd down and a yard. Beverly trying to beat the clock. They have timeouts left. The pitch to the 50-yard line. Enough for a first down. Neither one. Actually, they put it inside to the 49 of Glasgow. So they gave him 3 and a first down. And we got a timeout with 3 ticks over 2 minutes left. Fans have got their money's worth here in the first half. 42 points put up on the board, and neither team is leading, as it's 21-21. They keep matching scores. Moreland picked up a couple, one catching the ball, one running the ball. Columba got the other one. Gisono has been the story for Classical. Ran for two, passed for one. And both kickers, Joe Loretti for Beverly, Cal Durant for Classical, have been perfect on their 3 extra points. Beverly looking down, score and take a lot of momentum into the locker room. They scored to get back even. They like to score and take the lead, and they get the ball, as I mentioned before, to start the second half. They've got it just a yard into Classical territory. They send the 2 wideouts to the near side in that split. Now motion. Short yardage on this play. Irvine with the carry. Got a yard. 2nd and 9. They send 3 wideouts to the near side. The snap gets away from the cornerback. All the way back to the 37-yard line. They lost 15 yards on the play. And Classical takes a quick timeout. .131 left. It was been a very good first half for both teams. You would never know that this is a non-playoff game and these teams are just firstly playing out the string. It means a lot to these kids, a lot to the coaches, a lot to the fans and especially the families and parents. And they're playing like a trip to the Super Bowl is on the line. They're not putting non-playoff to these games, especially the seniors. They fill the backfield now. Escarosa looking to throw, lets it fly. Caught. Moreland with the catch.
Pass complete over the middle to Duncan Moreland.
Down to the Classical 47. 16 yards. They got most of that bad snap back. Clock is running under a minute. Now the clock stops as we get a timeout. And I'm assuming Beverly is thinking about going there. They need 8. 4th and 8 from the Classical 47-yard line. Beverly 9 yards shy of 200 yards. Classical has 207. And we're dead even at 21. A few ticks under a minute left. And obviously Beverly is going to go here. Three wideouts to the far side, one to the near side out of the spread. And we got a whistle. Glasgow was offside. Glasgow flinched. The new rule, even though you don't make contact, if you move, it's a penalty. So now they only need 3. If you break the plane, even if you get back without making contact, it's a penalty. Bowler takes off. I don't think he got there. He tried to have Moreland run for the first down. He got back to the line of scrimmage for no gain. Glasgow will have a shot. They got 46 ticks. I think they have at least one timeout left. So you're surely going to see him go long here. They'd like to get close for Kyle Durant.
Okay, boy, I like that.
3 wideouts to the near side, 1 to the far side. Shona with the keep. Not much, if anything. They gave him a yard. The quick out to Hill, out of bounds at the 49.
Pass complete to number 10, Jeffrey Hill on the
Home out at the 48. So 3rd and 4. They can't be going the quick outs. They have to go deep because they only 17 seconds left. They give it to So. He gets ahead of steam up. Down to about the 37-yard line. 15 yards and a first down. They can go to the end zone from here. They'd like to get one big play, call a timeout if they have one left. We got a timeout now. If they could get one big play and get close, they could give Kyle Durant a shot. (21-21), 3 different ties. Beverly, 7-0. Glasgow tied it. Beverly, 14. Glasgow tied it. Glasgow, 21-14. Beverly tied it. Four wideouts to the near side. Now we got 5 wideouts to the near side. The quick out to Hill. He was going to throw it. Now he does throw it. Incomplete. They came up with a razzle-dazzle. They put 5 wideouts to the near side. They threw it out to Hill. He thought about throwing, then thought about running, then finally threw it, and it was incomplete. And this will absolutely be the last play. Call it 1 second, 0.9, showing on the scoreboard clock. And we're going to get a timeout. This is going to be a Hail Mary from here.
Tá vendo, né? Oh my God. You are
All this for one play. If you're Beverly, you put 8 guys back at the 5-yard line. And remember now the new rules. If you throw the ball deep downfield, if it's pass interference, you would get another play, but you wouldn't get it from the point of the foul. You would get it from the line of scrimmage. Just so no. Lets it fly long and deep and too deep, and that'll do it. So we started this game dead even. Still nothing to choose between two very good football teams. Both teams have had the lead, and both teams are going in the locker room. Neither team on the losing end. It's 21-21, Classical and Beverly at halftime. Back at Manning Field for the second half. Classical will kick it off, and who knows what's going to happen here in the second half. After the first half we had, both teams had the lead. Both teams gave it back. Now the kick they fall on it was rolling around. And Irvine finally fell on it. And they'll put it at the 32-yard line of Beverly. Shoshone ran for 32, Sol for 31. Hill caught 5 passes for 103. Sequeira caught 1 for 26. Malumba ran for 60. Moreland was the big threat. He ran for 77 and caught 2 passes for 73. He went over 150 yards. And that's Malumba carrying people with him. Gets it to the 40-yard line for a pickup of 8.
The 1-mile maneuver up the middle. Stopped by number 4, Howard Vega.
2nd and 2. And they give it to him again. Falls forward for a yard. Peniaqua getting off the bottom of the pile. 3rd down and a yard. They split the backfield. The pitch to Malumba didn't get much, but didn't mean much. Dow is in on the hit.
Once again, it's Malumba on the carry.
They gave him 2 to the 43. That's enough for a first down. He goes over 70 yards rushing. Steady diet of Malumba. No, that's Moreland there with the carry. Picked up a yard. So both Moreland and Malumba have gone over 70 yards rushing. They wrap him up and throw him down. Quintana with a great charge. Blew in on top of the quarterback, Pascarosa. Knocks him back to the 33. They lost 11. So it's going to be 3rd down and 20. Three wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. Moreland in trouble is going to take off and run with it. Not going to get anywhere near first down yardage. He picked up 6. Puts him over 80 yards rushing. And Beverly will kick it away. So the Classville defense comes up big time in the second half. High kick. Takes a good Beverly bounce. Takes a great Beverly bounce. It's going to die at inside the 5 at the 4. Whoa. A 57-yard punt with no return. And Classville's stuck. And again, they've been down here before. They have to be careful of the football. So they've had good field position in the past, but this is not it. Starting the second half, their first possession, I don't think Brian Vaughan would have wished for the ball to 4-yard line. He wished that they would stop Beverly on their opening drive, but not take over at the 4. 3 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. Shono trying to run with it. He might have got a yard if he was lucky.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Oh my God, that's crazy.
So it'll be second down and 9.
Shono on the carry.
Bro, I can smell your breath.
Looking to throw, has time, lets it fly. Incomplete.
Pass at 10, number 21, Andrew De Leon, incomplete.
He was looking for De Leon.
Will be third down.
This is a very big play for the Rams. 3rd and 9 from their 5-yard line. They'll be kicking from the deep in the end zone. They'll have to worry about a safety. So a very big play here. 3 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. Now they flip-flop the wideouts. Over the middle to Durant. Nice catch. Good job. Good job by Gisono to pick him up.
Middle, number 5, Kyle Durant.
Just a little toss right over the middle. Gets him out to the 14. They needed 9. They got 9. And they got a first down.
First down. Will be first and 10.
Durant just broke right over the middle, caught it, and got a couple extra yards. Good effort by Durant. So, straight ahead.
Number 23, Calvin, so up the middle.
Gets to the 25. He picked up 11.
Number 28, Andre Sullivan.
First and 10 from the 25. So they can breathe a little easier out at their 25 after having it 3rd and 9 at the 5. The 3 wideouts go to the far side. Little high. Hill was open. Pass a little bit high. Couldn't go up and get it.
Number 10, Jeffrey Hill, incomplete.
It'll be 2nd and 10. Solo lets it fly for Hill. He's behind the defense and makes the catch. Another perfect pass, perfect route.
So pass complete to number 10, Jeffrey Hill for a big
Outstanding. To the Beverly 40-yard line. 25 yards.
10, Jeffrey Hill.
So I guess they're out of the shadow with their own goalpost. Beverly saying they have the football. The official hasn't said that. The official, I think, he did say that. At the 38-yard line. Beverly winds up with the football. Second fumble recovery by Beverly. And they get it at the 38-yard line. Dropping back. Letting it fly deep. Caught again by Moreland. He's taking turns being a receiver and a quarterback.
Pass was intercepted by number 8, Johnson.
Now, wait a minute. Moreland came, I thought Moreland came down with the football. They're saying Classical picked it off. I apologize for that. I thought Moreland made the diving catch, rolling around, and Classical gets it back. So they have it at their 37-yard line. So we give it and we take it away. Gisono straight ahead. Across the 40. Out to the 44, he picked up 7. Second and 3. Quick out to Hill. Gonna get about a yard. Third and 3. Gisono started, looked like he slipped and fell. Back at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's going to be 4th and 3, and I would bet that Brian Vaughan would go here. Now they're going to knock off 5 against Classical. So somebody moved before the play. So back to 3rd down, and they need 7. Gisono straight ahead, gets the first down. Just shy of midfield, he picked up 9. Well, Classical back on the move. Gisono looking deep, threw it out of play, looking for Hill again. 2nd and 10. Hill with the catch. Short yardage. At the 46, they picked up 3. Gisono with the keep. He's loose down the sideline, gets bumped out of bounds, but he gets a big first down. Now we got a Classical player down back upfield. Gets it down to the 17-yard line. 29 yards. Gisono was rushed for 80 yards. He used up a lot of this third period. Just under 4 minutes left. From the 17. They lob it deep. Hill beat the defense, makes the catch. Perfect throw, perfect catch. 17 yards, first down, and a touchdown. Hill is 1 yard shy of 150 yards catching the football. So they take advantage of the interception. And Durant is perfect again. So Classical takes their lead back. Classical's going over 300 yards of offense. $214 passing, 122 rushing. And they're leading 28-21, and they'll kick it off to Beverly late here in this third period. And let's see if they scooch it again. You would think they would kick it and try to get Beverly deep. And they punch it. Beverly will fall on it at the 32-yard line. So Beverly will put it in play. Just over 3 minutes left in this third period. From the eye. They give it to Malumba. Straight ahead, he's loose. They're not going to get him. One play, Beverly gets it back. Do you believe this? 68 yards. And we're a point away from having our fourth tie. 68 yards in one play. So Classical's lead at 28-21 is short-lived, and Loretta will try to match Durant, going 4 for 4 for kicks. Don't go away. It looks like whoever has the ball last is going to win this game. Looked like Classical jumped. They get the extra point. 56 points have been scored in this game. And we still have just over 3 minutes left in the third period. The fans are getting their money's worth here. And once again, Beverly will kick it off. We told you before the game, Malumba was an outstanding running back. They missed him last year with injury. He sat, I think, at least one game this year. Maybe a couple, but boy, you miss a guy like that. They're 4-4, considering that he didn't play a game or two, and you can see how much he means to them. He's rushed for 139 yards. Moeller rushed for 84. And he's caught passes for 73. So Moeller's going over 160 yards. They kick it deep at the 5-yard line. Durant with the return. Glasgow stuck again their own end at the 19-yard line. Again, they come right out to the line of scrimmage. Gisono with another big run. Depending where they mark it, he could get a first down. They give him 10. He's closing in on 100 yards rushing. Gisono again. Another big run. He's got another first down. That puts him over 100 yards. Actually puts him right at 100. They give him the 39, 10 more.
Will be first and 10 ball at the Rams 40.
We got a timeout down in the field. 10 ticks over 2 minutes left. Gisono has picked up 20 yards and 2 carries. He's right at 100 yards. (28-28). Neither team can pull ahead. Every time somebody scores, the other team scores. We had 4 ties. We're in the middle of our 4th tie now. Glasgow has the football. First and 10. They gave him the 40-yard line, so they gave him 11. That gives him 101 yards. So first and 10 from the 40. They give it to So. He gets a push, gets near the 45 before he's pushed back. His first carry in the 3rd period. We'll call it the 43 and give him 3. Picked off. Moreland makes another big play for Beverly. So Beverly will get the ball back. 3rd turnover by the Rams. They haven't put it down yet, so I don't know where they're going to put it. 28, I think. Put it to 27. So that's where Beverly will put it in play. And now Beverly has a chance to go ahead. And you know they can do it. Malumbo just took one play to get them back. They give it to him again. He gets stood up, bounces by, makes something out of nothing, a lot of something out of nothing. Sequeira drives him out of bounds. But not before he picks up a big first down. That looked like he was dead in the backfield. He just shook the tackle off. And got out to the 47-yard line. He picked up 20 yards when he looked like he was going to take a loss. He is tough. And he's a workhorse. They give it to him again into classical territory. From 147 to the other. 6 more yards. He's over 160 yards rushing. If they give it to him again, it'll be the last play of the period. Off the left side for maybe a yard.
Once again, Malumber on the carry.
I didn't think they'd get another playoff. They were lining up like they were trying to, and he didn't. So we're going to the fourth period, dead even. Same way we started, and it's been back and forth and back and forth. Glasgow's put up 28 points, 360 yards of offense, and they're tied. Beverly has put up 293 yards. 220 on the ground. Malumber has rushed for 166. Gisono has had another huge game, running for 101, passing for 214. Hill has 9 catches for 149 yards. And who's going to blink first? I said, it appears as though whoever has the ball last. Third and 3. Bowler with the carry. Didn't get it. Ball, they gave him pretty good forward progress.
Duncan Mullen on the carry.
He gave him 2. They stack them up, they don't make it. They went on 4th down and they got stuffed. They actually lost a yard. So Glasgow will take over at their 45-yard line. The defense has been big when it's had to be. We've had long plays, we've had drives. We've had turnovers, some great passes, great runs, good defensive plays. They give it to So off the right side, sneaks into Beverly territory.
'23 count, So on the carry. Gain of 6 on the play will be 7 and 4 ball at the Beverly 49.
At the 49, he picked up 6. Second and 4. So straight ahead. I get a first down a little bit more.
Once again, Calvin So.
Just straight ahead. Good push by that offensive line.
Play good for another Rams first down.
They got to the 42. We picked up 7. Sequeira with the catch.
Pass complete to Scary on the Rams sideline.
Picked up 5.
Gain 5 on the play. Will be 2nd and 5. Ball to Beverly 37.
They give it to So again. Push back, but he made some pretty good yardage. Close to first down yardage.
So on the carry.
You got to the 31, that's a first down. He goes over 50 yards rushing. Gisono, straight ahead, finds a hole. Inside the 25.
Gisono on the carry.
At the 24, he picked up 7. Yeah, we got a whistle. And it's going to cost Classical 5. Again, you don't have to make contact if you just flinch. Any movement at all, they blow the whistle. They blow the. You don't get a chance to run the play. First and 15. He had 2 receivers, Durant and Hill, both wide open in the end zone. And he couldn't find either one of them. It'll be 3rd and 8. Dropping back, incomplete. He was looking for Hill again.
Pass intended to Jeffrey Hill, incomplete.
They'll bring up a 4th down. They're not going to punt from here. They need 8. Just over 8 minutes left in this boy. Again, fans are getting their money's worth. It's been an outstanding football game. 2 teams. Can you tell that this is a non-playoff game? People call it meaningless games. Can you tell by the way these kids are playing? So looking to throw again. Going deep and too deep, looking for Durant. So they'll turn the ball over. That's 9 yards away from 400 yards of offense, and we got 8 minutes left in this 4th period. Aquarosa. Who else? Ballin.
Pass complete to number 8, Duncan Mullen. Play good for a Panthers first down. Will be 1st and 10 for Beverly. Ball at their own
Out to the 43-yard line. 14 yards and a first down. Warner's rushed for 86 and he's caught passes for 87. Now he runs with it again. Close one. They're going to throw the ball. Pascarosa was the quarterback. He picked up a yard.
No gain on the play.
When they're going to run the ball, Mullen becomes the quarterback. The pitch, not going anywhere. Classical piles it up. Dow and Guerrero getting off the bottom of the pile. No gain on the play. Third and 9. Malumba straight ahead. Found a hole and took advantage. In classical territory. To the classical 43. 15 yards and a first down. $180 yards running by Malumba. Had two-headed sword, Malumba and Moreland. Done a lot of damage. The pitch, Malumba trying to come to the near side. Pull down from behind. Very nice job by Guerrero. Just past the halfway mark of this fourth period. Palumbo went down, he got caught from behind, and he stayed down. You don't want to see anybody get hurt, either team, so we certainly hope he's going to be okay. And I got to be honest, I assume that overtime will prevail if it ends up 28-28. We had one overtime this year with English against Saugus. It's nice to see him get up and walk out under his own steam. So he lost 6 yards on the play. Second and 16 for Beverly. And the clock is back running. They fill the backfield now. Escarosa looking to throw. Incomplete. Morley got a finger on it, couldn't hold on.
Pass intended for Duncan Moreland, incomplete.
One was run for 87 and caught passes for 87. Direct snap, that's not going to go anywhere. Dow and Guerrero. Concepcion Saldana. No gain on the play.
Concepcion Saldana on the stop.
So Classical will get the football. Closing minutes of this ball game, 28-28. Kick is away. They get out of the way and let it bounce. It takes a bit of a Classical bounce. Classical will get pretty good field position. I think they're going to put it at the 36-yard line. So Classical with a chance, 28-28. If they could go down and score, they'll put a lot of pressure on the Panthers of Beverly. Three wideouts to the far side, one to the near side. Gisono with the keep. Starts it to the middle, breaks it to the outside, loose down the sideline. Going to finally get knocked out of bounds. Ryan Martell saved the touchdown. And Classical in the driver's seat here. Down to the 6-yard line. 58 yards. And Gisono runs it in. "64 yards in 2 plays, both are running plays by Gisono. Classical might have left too much time on the clock. "19 first downs. Durant will try to make it 35. And he does. He's 5 for 5. And let's see if they try that pooch kick again and give Beverly decent field position. "353 yards of offense, 19 first downs for the Rams, and they lead it by 7. Just under 4 minutes left in this one. We mentioned up front, Classical wins, they guarantee themselves a winning season. 3rd in a row for Coach Brian Vaughn and his Rams. Last year they took a hard knock. They went 4-3 in their first 7 and didn't get invited to the dance. And there were teams that went 0 for 7 and got invited to the dance. So it's a wacky format. They were holding their breath when they were 4-2 this year, thinking, what do we do? If we lose, we're 4-3, will they kick us out again? But they won to go 5-2, got in, but then they lost a tough game. They kick it, Beverly, I think, was surprised. They kick it deep to let it go into the end zone. Beverly will get it to 20. I think they kind of shocked Beverly there. Beverly thought they were going to kick one of those little ground balls. They were able to run it back, get some position. Instead, Durant kicked it deep, and it kicked, luckily for Beverly, it bounced just into the end zone. Or it could have been worse. They'll get the ball at their 20-yard line. Sequeira in on the hit, along with a host of others. Roland picked up 3. sack him, the ball goes loose. Classical picks it up and goes in the end zone. Orlando, Concepcion Saldana, a lineman's dream.
The ball was picked up by number 73, Orlando Concepcion Saldana, and returned for a Rams touchdown.
They sacked the quarterback, the ball went loose, and they're hugging a terrific young man who never gets a chance to do much offensively. He gets the touchdown that could have iced this game. Congratulations, Orlando Concepcion Saldana. He picked it up and just carried a couple of people into the end zone. And all of a sudden, Classical has the biggest lead of the game for either team. Durant looking to be 6 for 6. And he is. So back-to-back scores. Under 4 minutes left, 28-28. 2:50 left. So in the space of about a minute and a half, Classical scores 2 touchdowns and they put this one on ice. Beverly puts up 295 yards of offense. And one of those was a bad 15-yard loss on a bad snap. And the snap went awry there, turns into a touchdown for Classical. That cost him 23. So it's 38 yards taken off the board offensively for Beverly. Hill has 9 catches for 149 yards. Sequeira has 2 for 31. Shoshona was passed for 219, scored 2. Pass for 2. Scored 3, pass for 2. And Orlando Concepcion Saldana has the other one. Duran has kicked 5 extra points. On the other side, Moreland has rushed for 90, caught passes for 87. He scored 2 touchdowns. Palumbo has rushed for 174 and scored 2. The Classical defense has come up big when they had to. Pass a little bit behind, Moreland incomplete. Second and 10 from the 39 with time winding down. Rolling the quarterback, rolling, looking, taking off and running with it. See where they're going to put it down. I'm not sure what the official is standing one place, the official got the ball another place. It's a penalty against Classical. They move it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Caught but out of bounds. De Leon and Quintana had the coverage. Second and 10 from the 22. Moreland in trouble, is going to lose to the 25. So Classical is going to go to 6-3. Beverly will drop under 500 at 4-5. So Beverly will have to sweep their next two, including Thanksgiving. And you don't want to miss Thanksgiving. It should be a beauty. Classical just picked off the pass. Nice job. Quintana read that perfectly and picked it off.
Quintana on the interception for the Rams.
At the Classical 25, so that's going to do it. So Malumbo went 10, kick was good, 7-0. Gisono 12, Durant kick tied it at 7. Pasquero to Moreland, 57, 14-7 Beverly. Gisono to Hill, 31 yards, 14-14. Gisono in from the 1, made it Classical 21-14. Moreland went 61 to make it 21-21 at halftime the third time. They tied. Gisono went 17, 28-21 Classical. Malumbo went 68 on the next play to make it 28-28. But then within about a minute and a half, Gisono with two big runs, 58 yards, and then 6 yards for the touchdown to make it 35-28. And Orlando Concepcion Saldana put the icing on the cake. With his fumble recovery, picked it up, fell into the end zone for a touchdown. Classical leads at 42-28, and we're running it down. Gisono was run for 170. So was run for 53. I'll give him a few more here as he gets out to the 35. Hill has caught 9 passes for 149, 2 touchdowns, and I don't think they'll run another play. So runs for 59. Gisono, 3 touchdowns, pass for 2, 170 yards rushing. Orlando Concepcion Saldana gets his first touchdown as he runs the fumble in to put the icing on the cake for Classical. And within a minute and a half in the fourth period late, they break a 28-28 tie. They score 2 touchdowns. They win it 42-28 over Northeastern Conference rival Beverly. Classical will go to 6-3. Beverly will go to 4-5. Another great game by Gisono. The defense bent, but they didn't break. Malumbo showed how good a back he is, rushing for 174 yards. Moreland was outstanding on both sides. 90 yards rushing, 87 catching. But Classical had too much Gisono, Hill, and defensively they did what they had to do, and Classical wins it by a score of 42-28 for their 6th win of the season. They guaranteed themselves a winning season for the third straight time under Coach Brian Bourne. So congratulations to the Rams, 42-28 over Beverly. We hope you enjoyed it. I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time.